Well, here's a look at how the top of the radio turned out after buffing it. I tell you, it was not a lot of labor, a lot of hand rubbing, and I didn't get them all out. Did not get all of the scratches out, but it is a lot better. Some of these scratches are pretty deep. In doing it by hand, boy, I'll tell you, it's a lot of work. Here's the front of the radio. This really lets it down. This really truly lets the whole radio down, in my opinion. I'm gonna have to get something to put over that. I'm not sure what. Here's the one end of it. The ends turned out really nice because they didn't have really deep, super deep scratches in them. Here's the other end. Turned out pretty nice as well. And the back of the radio, I haven't shown you with the back on it. There's the back of the radio. Special services and broadcast. And it has a 110 outlet too. I never mentioned that before. So you can plug something into it. Like a lamp maybe on your bedside. Not sure where this was designed to go. It is a radio clock, so I would assume bedside. So I know a lot of the older homes in this, when this was came out, you know, the electrical outlets in the homes were not plentiful, and a lot of times they were just in single outlet. So it was nice to have an outlet on this so you could plug a table side or a bedside lamp in. I guess now you could plug a USB charger in there for your phone. My, how times have changed. And we'll get to turning it on here shortly. We'll turn it on and see how it all works. We'll get to that here in a second. It's all back together. Looks like it's working right. Let's turn it on, let it warm up. We'll turn this off. I mean, it turned out pretty good. Not too bad. I mean, it's not perfect. This spot right here, I gotta find something to cover that with, but that can wait. I don't have to get that right now. I don't have to do that today. I mean, it's not going to the Roadster show. But it, you know, it does look okay. It's acceptable. It's presentable, right? It's not perfect, but it's 1953 too, so you know, I don't know if it'll ever be perfect. I see a little bit of dust right here I didn't see before in this light. Let's see what it looks like with the lights off. See if it lights up that dial any well. Yeah, lights up the dial pretty good, but there's nothing for the clock. Man, it takes forever for the audio comes on, the audio output tubes come on, and that circuit, part of the circuit starts working, but that RF reception, it just takes forever to warm up. And I don't have any other tubes to try, so this is pretty much it.
Video calls can now host up to 8 people instead of 4. That's Your Money Now. I'm Jim Chesko, Como News.
Tom Turner for Plateau Diesel Performance in Enumclaw.
So when I put my hand back there, it really, by that antenna, it really increases the reception.
The combined crew experience totals more than us.
So let's start all the way over here. Something just coming in right there, but it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon too, so wonder what that was. Huh. Should be coming up on 1,000 here pretty quick.
off some of those home projects, take up a new hobby, or write that novel you've always been meaning to get
There's
to.
1,000, and it looks like it's pointing right at 1,000 just about, so the dial tracking is right on, and I did double check it. It was peaked. I didn't have to make any adjustments.
Sun will be a good break from the isolation.
So
organizationally, you get it, and okay, we see what's going on.
I'm not sure what station that is.
That he's not he's just regurgitating the facts that he's hearing from experts, and they're just so upset.
So I believe that's 770
every single time it's
talk radio.
Right back on the media.
This is Mark Kestisher. You're listening to a special presentation of the NBA on ESPN Radio, featuring Game 5 of the 1997 NBA Finals between
710
the Chicago Bulls.
ESPN radio. And I think the dial's pretty dead the rest of the way until we get to 570. It may not come in. Just barely. Alright, so that's the broadcast band. Let's try special. We haven't tried special yet. And I did double check that alignment too, so we'll turn the volume all the way up. I don't think we're going to receive anything here. Nothing. Just silent. I know it does receive because the frequency generator, it can receive the frequency generator, so it is receiving. It's just, I don't think there's a lot of shortwave, especially with the little antenna this thing has, that loop. It's gonna have to be pretty close in order for it to. So we just sweeped the whole special band. We'll go back through it, make sure we didn't miss something. I got that volume turned all the way up too. Don't know, it's just interference it sounds like. Well, we won't spend too much time messing around with this. Okay, there's the end of it. So let's put her back on broadcast, turn that volume down. Put her back on broadcast.
They expect everyone to just take that version.
710 or 770.
Nursing home and acute care facilities are so.
We'll leave it on 1,000 when we.
Of the county's 97 COVID-19 deaths. Spitter also says the county will no longer update.
We'll turn the light back on.
Years on Saturdays and Sundays, saying the numbers don't change much on weekends. Finally, the county hopes to battle the infection rate with more contact.
I think it turned out okay. We got a lot of labor into buffing this thing. These trim rings. I wish I could have got these scratches out of this lens, but it is what it is. This one turned out pretty nice. I'll figure something out here eventually. Not sure what. Alright. I guess leave a comment down below if you like what the radio turned out to be. And thank you for watching. There's one thing we didn't check was the two things, the automatic. So we have it in the off position, and if we turn it to automatic, we can just set the time. And you can hear the radio just came on. Boy, it does take a long time for that RF to start working. It's got to be one of those tubes. As long as it works, I'm not going to mess with it too much.
Don't wait. Health savings accounts can be used, and virtual visits average about 10 minutes. That's correct. Health savings accounts can be used.
Okay, so automatic, this does work. Let's go ahead and advance the time by hand.
This option, please call only Ortho at 360-570-3460.
You watch this knob turn as I advance the time.
3460, 360-570-3460, and ask a representative about their virtual telemedicine
It'll
option.
turn off. There, it's off. Now the other thing we can do is set the alarm. I don't know if you can see that very well in there, but the alarm is the gold dial in there with the numbers on it. So the alarm is set for 7 o'clock. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Looks like it's on. Let's go ahead and advance the time. It's 8 o'clock, so we'll have to go all the way around. And as long as the alarm is on, that gear is engaged with the other one. So this is going to turn. We'll just blast around the dial here real quick and see if we can't get to the alarm. I haven't tried it since I put the clock back in here and mounted it. I'm sure it's going to work, but let's just make sure, huh? And it'll come on probably 5 minutes before 7, possibly. Okay, so there's 7:45, 7:50, 7:55. 7, it should have came on. So 10 minutes. There's a big window there for that alarm. But you can see that thing is annoying. Yes, annoying. Oh, sorry. I wanted to turn that off pretty hard. Sorry about that. Well, I guess we've tested all the functions, so thanks for watching. Comment down below. Tell me what you think.